Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so listen, a friend of mine, we're talking about the Malcolm Jamal Warner issue about the money and all that stuff. And listen, a lot of people wonder why would they not take care of this prenuptial issue? Here's my thing on that. Let's go ahead and do a quick timeline. They have a 9-year-old daughter. So the 9-year-old daughter, given the fact that they were married May of 2022, the girl was more than likely 6 years old at the time. So they have a 9-year-old daughter. They are married for 3 years. Married in May of 2022. Again, allegedly by the reports, he unfortunately drowns around in 2025, July 2025. So married 3 years. That's more than enough time for anyone to go ahead and handle that. But here's the thing about it. Ask yourself a question. Why did he not handle things? And here's my take on that. Understand this. It wasn't like she got pregnant and said, "Oh, I'm pregnant." And then all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, okay, let's go ahead and just get married." It didn't happen like that. They, based on the daughter's age and the marriage date, they got married 6 years later. Okay? Now, during that time frame, even doing a marriage, things can change. People can change. So why did he not take care of those prenuptial matters? And again, it takes two. That you never heard her say, "Oh, I kept reminding him." I haven't heard her say that yet in these interviews. My thing is, guess what? I think he decided not to do those things, not to pay her the $5,000 a month, the $16,000 on each anniversary. When the money didn't come, why didn't she say anything then? So understand this. Malcolm Jamal Warner strikes me as very intelligent, not caught up in some drama, very practical, not trying to floss and live to impress other people. That's why it's reportedly $6 million in that trust. So why didn't he do those things that they discussed? People do what they want to do. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, behind the marriage. What's going on in the marriage? We don't know. I doubt he left her penniless, but the fact that he did not hold true to those things, let me tell you something for sure. If a man wants to give you something, he is going to make sure that he does it and that you are taken care of. There is no, he's going to do it. If he wants to leave you property, leave you anything, he's going to initiate that and then let you know, have a seat, sit down, sign these papers. What? I'm protecting your interests. They do it every day. Well, I can't say every day, but it happens. So my thing is, as a woman, knowing how men are, the men that I've dated and being married twice, even just in relationships, sitting you down, okay, if this happens here, you're going to get this property. This happens here, here's a life insurance policy as a boyfriend. That's what they do. At least a few men that I've known, that's what they do. And he has more money than the ones that I've known. So my question to you is, why didn't he do that? Guess what? People doing what they want to do. It could have been that there was a breakdown in the marriage. A friend of mine got married to this girl. And man, the brother, where he was like, I couldn't believe it. He was like, I should have known. After they got married, like literally after the reception and all that stuff, he said when they were checking out of the hotel, he said after that, that's when he knew he'd made a mistake. She started acting way different. And what was it? It was like a money shakedown. Like, oh, here's my family. All of a sudden, she needs to leave thousands of dollars to her family. All of a sudden, it's like maybe $20,000. And it's like, what happened to the money I gave you? Oh, her family. And then he's like, man, he said, after the reception, the hotel, we were checking out, he said, all of a sudden, that's when I knew I'd made a mistake. It was like she was trying to do a shakedown to get money from her, just married, from her husband and give it to the family. He said, I knew then. He was like, what are you talking about? Oh, they're going to need this. They're going to need that. And he's like, I already gave you $20,000. You done squandered that. Now you're trying to get a few thousand out of me now. He knew then it was a problem. So what's my point? My point is when men want to handle things, you don't have to go chasing them down. No, let me tell you, they will come to you. They will sit you down. They will go ahead and make those moves. So why didn't he do that? My thing is, it may be something in the relationship that may have changed. It may be something in a relationship that may have changed. People change. people to act one way in a relationship, get married might act a whole nother way. So stop and think. They have a 6-year-old daughter, then they had this prenup, but then all the things he promised never come to fruition. Why is that? I say because he didn't want to do it. That's my opinion on that. If he wanted to do it, he would have done it. It's as simple as that. It may have been something in the marriage that he realized, oh man, this person might be a little different. And didn't do it, held off on it, probably still, I'm quite sure. And like I said, I don't think he left her penniless. No, I would never imagine that. I just think maybe she's thinking she might need a bigger piece of the pie. And sweetie, you may have some crust, but that whole pie is in the Warner Family Trust. Yeah, where the mother is over it. One point that strikes me interesting when she did that interview with Gayle King, asking like where she was, and it's like, oh, it takes over my body. And I'm like, girl, what do you mean? What the hell? It happened last year. You don't remember where you were when it went down? A profound moment in your life 3 years ago. Never forget, it was on a Saturday. I just left Palm Beach, driving back home to Boca Raton. Hey, Boca. And I was like, oh, you know what? Let me stop at Doris. I love this place, in Boca Raton. Doris, little Italian eatery. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Oh wow, I miss it so. Oh my gosh. So Doris, like a little Italian cafe. You can buy food there. I just love the place. Okay. So I was on a Saturday, leaving West Palm Beach, doing some shopping, headed back home. I was on Highway Interstate 95, heading on down to Boca Raton. Okay, that's where I was heading. And I got a phone call. I didn't recognize the number, and I thought not to answer it, but I said, let me see who it is. Answer that phone call. Who the heck was it? It was a hospital telling me you need to come here right now because your husband is in ICU. Say what? You need to come here right now. He's in the ICU. And I got my phone. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, I'm on my way now. Stayed calm. Put the directions in. Went straight to the ICU. And there he was in a hospital bed in the gown. A doctor was in there, a surgeon, 2 nurses, and hearing the words he could die. It's like all these people in the room. I'm like, hospital, he's in the ICU. I remember that was 3 years ago. I remember that as if it was yesterday. Sunshiny on a Saturday afternoon. Just left shopping in Palm Beach and headed back to Boca on 95 and got that phone call. But so your husband died last year, girl, and you don't remember where you were when it happened. How'd you get the phone call? Who told you? You don't remember. If you ask me where was I last Wednesday at 3:45, hell, I don't remember 3:45. Maybe at home. More than likely I was. If I can't tell you for sure, it's just like just a regular day. But my thing is, when things like this happen, you don't remember. How the heck you don't remember where you were? I'm not buying it. So, but I will tell you this, just my experience. When these men want to do something for you, you don't have to keep on haggling them down. They'll just go ahead and do it. Just like when they want to propose marriage to you, they'll just go ahead and do it. Some of you just can relate. You ever have a guy propose to you and you thinking, I don't know about this dude. What do? Stall out? And then once you stall out, what does he do? That happened to me and one of the brothers. I was just like, like to flash a whole lot financially. I don't know about this guy. And what happened is like, either we're going to get on the pot or what. He's like, I'm tired of playing house. Are we getting married or not? What's this? Let's get our guest list going. So why did Malcolm Jamal go ahead and honor those things in the prenup? It might be the marriage itself. He may have seen some changes and decided, you know what? I'm going to hold off on this. That's what I think. These men aren't stupid. They're not forgetful. People doing what they want to do. If they see a woman that they think is hot and she's like, oh, just come on over tonight. He's not going to, I forgot to go over to that fine chick's. I've been wanting to give it, and I just forgot. Hell no, he's not going to forget. If they said, oh my goodness, if you go over here, they got some free lottery tickets, man. If you go over here at 5 o'clock, the BMW dealership, guess what? If you're wearing a blue shirt or if you're wearing aquamarine pants at 3:30, between 3:30 and 4, you show up and they're going to give you a BMW. What? Yeah, brand new. 2027 on the lot. Pick whatever you want. You think they're man, I forgot to go up there. No. Heck, I might put on a man beard. I might try to go up there. Yeah, I like the one in black, please. If you don't mind. What's my name? Oh, my name is Timothy Jones Buckley. Yeah, Timothy Jones Buckley. Yeah, listen, they sent a free car. I got to get up there. So these men, they know what they're doing. I mean, come on. People doing what they want to do. So that's the first thing hit my mind. Why didn't he do those things? He strikes me as was very intelligent. No drama about him getting caught up in some drama, some shoot, and none of that. Not that guy. Feet on the ground. No need to impress others. So why didn't he do that? Let's be realistic. People doing what they want to do. Why didn't he do it? I think Malcolm, something may have caused him to put the brakes on it. The mother mentioned about someone being greedy. You're not going to lead me to believe that he left her with nothing. We just don't know how much money he left her with. I'm sure he left her with something. But see, when you know that, hey, there's reportedly maybe $6 million in that family trust. Oh, I want my part. I'm going to try to get my part. Again, a trust, honey, a trust has nothing to do with the prenup. You don't hear them talking about a will. Well, his will probably didn't have a will. Why he has a trust doesn't need a will. The trust is about asset preservation. That's what it's about. Asset preservation, wealth preservation, wealth management. We need probate on what? The money's in the trust. So yeah, why didn't he do those things? To me, it's very simple. He may have had a change of heart. He may have had a change of heart. He strikes me as I'm really very, very intelligent. Just like old girl Becky about what her husband did, that shady things about sliding that quick claim deed when they refinanced that house. Why did he do that? Because that's what he wanted to do. The man is shady, evil, and selfish. He see over the years they've accumulated some wealth. I said, wow, he took out $370,000 equity in that house. Okay. And did what he wanted to do. And then slid that quit claim deed in that paperwork. And she just signed it. Oh, I can't help you. You sure as hell can't. Why did he do it? That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to deceive his wife. Why do he want to keep us from being friends, certain ladies? Because he already knows we're going to let you know what's up. Well, look over those. Just kind of look over those papers. He's rushing you. Don't rush me. That would give me. That's a hint right there that something's up. So yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Why didn't he do that? I don't believe it was an oversight. I don't believe he forgot. No, I believe, like I said, relationships change. People change. You may start seeing a side that you did not know was there. Oh yeah, trust and believe. And I think that's why he didn't do it. Ain't no way that you're not gonna make me believe that he forgot. No, we don't know what's going on in that marriage. And he seems very tight with his mother. The mother probably knew what was going on in the marriage. And that might be the reason for a decision not to just sit up here. Oh, sure, let's see, $6 million in the trust. Let me go ahead and write you a check for $1.2 million. I mean, it's not gonna hurt him, you know. Think about it. Think about it. I have not seen an interview yet, and maybe I missed it. Maybe it's out there. I'm like, you know what? Where's the interview with her, with the mother saying, you know, and I called his mom and we just grieved together. Maybe it's there. I just haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it. When you're close with these men, even with boyfriends, a lot of times you're going to meet that mom and they decide if they like you or not or what have you. You may have a relationship with them. That's just with a boyfriend. Maybe, and I'm not trying to say a preference got played, but we know one thing, sweetheart, with him, you weren't going to take the wealth away. I'm willing, listen, it's more wealth in that trust than what he left her. And I think that's why she's pulling this action. A wealth, a trust is very, very, it's not going to be as easy as people think. I'm his wife. But this is a trust. Is it community property? No. One more time for the ones in the back. The trust was established in 1996. He was 26 years old. He died at 54. Girl, is your name on that trust? Bye, Felicia. Good luck, Felicia. I'm just saying. And she may well know that. But you know what could work? A shaming technique to try to shame the mother and say, hey, he would want us to be well taken care of. So with this legal action, I'm sure it's going to come out how much he left her. I mean, that has to come out. How much he left her and how she thinks, besides being a wife. Again, this is the trust, honey, established before you. I don't see how you can how you think you have access to it. That's when I said no life insurance, royalties and all that. I bet the bulk of that money power is in that trust. That's why you haven't heard about, and a will and probate. What you need a will and probate for? You have a trust. Don't need a will and probate. Who's controlling that money? Mama. So at the end of the day, what I'm looking at, the mama left with all the money and she didn't. She probably thought she would clean up and get everything. Not. So yeah, so why didn't he do those things? I say he didn't do it because he didn't want to. I mean, what do you think? It's raining outside. Gee, why don't I go and stand in that rain and get soaking wet? Hell, I don't want to get sick. I'm staying on the inside. Why would I do that? That's crazy. It's raining outside. I don't want to stay on the inside. Relax. Maybe have a glass of wine. Let's do some streaming. You understand? So this here, why didn't he do those things? Girl, he's very intelligent. He didn't forget. He didn't do those things. I think it's obvious because he simply didn't want to. So now we have a lawsuit. And it may be, my opinion, you're to make the mom look bad. Like I said, this family trust, honey, was established in 96 before you even came on the block. Before he didn't even know you then, I'm sure. So yeah, so the bulk of the money has gone to mommy. That's the issue. The bulk of the money has gone to mommy. So I think he's left her some money. It's just maybe not as much as that trust, and that might be an issue. And everybody's not going to see the mom as the bad guy. Like some of us, like I said, me, I'm a little older. Girl, bye. When these men are doing what they want to do, he didn't forget. They're the one. They're the ones sitting down doing the planning. If something happens to me, bop, bop, bop. It ain't my first rodeo. It's not. Something happens to me, okay. Yeah, they will sit you down and go over the logins, how to get into this account. You understand? This is how you pay this. Just click this, this money comes in on this. So this right here, I'm not buying he forgot. No, sweetheart. What I'm buying is there may have been something in the relationship to cause him not to honor that prenuptial agreement. Something in the relationship caused him to say, hey, I'm not going to pay $16,000 every anniversary. I'm not going to pay the $5,000 she was allegedly promised as chief of staff. I'm not going to get that $1 million life insurance policy where she's the beneficiary and keep that maintained. I am not going to get that Roth IRA. Something in the marriage may have caused him not to do that. Oh, trust and believe. It's a reason for a reason for everything. Anyway, gotta go. Let me know what you all think about it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And this, I am sure, will be the saga that continues. And I'm out.